Hey all my fellow YouTubers out there and people who just stop in occasionally to YouTube to watch a video. Today I'll show you the title of my notes here, 10 favorite games, and this is in no particular order. I just wrote them down with something I just want to say about each one. Like the first one I have here is Clue. How often do you get to play a board game based on the whodunit murder mystery of where you get to figure out who did it, where they did it, and with what they did it with. Interesting game because you have interesting characters in the game, all based on colors like Miss Scarlet, Mrs. White, Miss Peacock, Professor Plum, Mr. Green, and Colonel Mustard. And that's what makes it fun, because you get to go to all the rooms and whatnot, figure out, gather information, and figure out, like I said, who did it, where they did it, and what they did it with. Next game I have here is Scrabble. Great, awesome word game. Don't have to be a genius to play it, just got to know how to spell. And can you believe they actually have championships for this game? That's right, Scrabble championships. Third game I got is Yahtzee, the dice rolling game where you try to score the highest number of points possible just by rolling dice. And the thing that makes it great is that you get to yell, Yahtzee! And you get 5 of a kind. I know that was kind of loud and odd, but I had to do it. Another one I got here is Stratomatic Baseball, or the Sports Illustrated Baseball game from the 70s, where it has cards for each player on a team, and you get to act as the manager and put them in a certain lineup and figure out who hits where, who pinch hits for what, who pitches, who comes in relief, and everything else. And you just have to roll dice to see whether they get hits or making out. Not really that hard to understand. Another one I have here is Checkers. Fun game just because it's so freaking simple. That's about that. Go Fish. It's, again, another game that's so simple. That's what makes it fun. Another one I got here, number 7 on the list, is Dominoes, a great fun tile-numbered matching game. Different size sets, 6, 9, 12, 15, whatever you want to go up to. Fun all around, like I had mentioned before. Magic the Gathering on the list is number 8, a game created by Richard Garfield, I believe the gentleman's name was. And it's a card game, which I could show you. Here I actually have a few of the cards on my table here, not into any specific deck. That's what the back of the cards look like, and this is like some of the cards here. Like you have cards like artifacts that give you 1 life, creatures that let you do certain things, and all that, and all this fun stuff. And you even have different colors. Like you can see white, black, blue. Green, the only one inside in there is red, and then you also have some cards here that are multicolored, but that's different altogether from what that was going. Again, Pit, another game I have, but it's in my box of games over there, and I'm not really going to dig it out. But it's the stock market card game where everybody picks who's playing. Up to 8 people can play. Each person picks a stock, you deal the cards out. Some people get 9 cards, 2 people get 10, including the bull and the bear, which can either help you or work against you. But you have to try to get to a certain number of points, depending on how much you choose to play a full game, which is, I believe, 500, and a half game, which is 250. And you have to trade to get 9 of the same stock, such as like wheat or cattle, oil, oranges, things like that. And the last card game I have on here is Flux, the card game with ever-changing rules. I'll put that there so you can see it. For those of you who haven't watched the video I did for it, I have one on my YouTube channel, which you could find, set to search through. It's like kind of like a little commercial explanation I actually did for Flux, where it's the card game of ever-changing rules, where you have rules that allow you to change how the game is played, but some rules contradict each other. You have to accomplish a goal to win, and you can only have one down at a time unless the rules say otherwise. And you also have creepers, which prevent you from winning, keepers, which help you accomplish the goal or goals that are in play, and action cards, which let you do certain things. Wait a second, I should have on the top of my game box here. Let me just take my headphones off and not trip over anything. So you can see here, Flux right there on the top, and there's the two piles of the pit cards for that. And oh yeah, this will get an honorable mention considering I didn't mention before, and you can see it there under my dog deck of playing cards. Uno, great game. One means one in Spanish, but you get 7 cards. First one to get rid of all their cards wins, but everybody knows that. Another one in there I have, which is I didn't mention, is Malay Bonnet, or with the bad English pronunciation, Milborn. They both get honorable mentions, even though they did not make the top 10 favorite games list, even though, which you can see there on the notebook, but not too well. But they are 2 more of my favorite games. So again, you should have a card game box like this. Have decks of playing cards and other card games in there. And for those of you, I know this is a little off topic, but yes, it is the Montreal Expo set. But that's about it. As I just checked, over 7 minutes. Pretty good for a list about of 10 of my favorite games. Again, so YouTube, I hope you enjoy the video and pass it along if you can. Peace out, folks.